Hey guys, got the mystery tackle box in for October 2015. I subscribed to the Bass box, and I'm trying to duke it out between mystery tackle box or lucky tackle box, which one I like better. But this is mystery tackle box. Let's open it up, see what we have, see if there's any good stuff in there, and then we're going to tie them on, see if we can't make some magic happen with the lures that are inside. But first, let's open her up and see what we got. It's a nice calm day on the water. I'll tell you what, it's pretty slick. There's no wind. The wind is supposed to pick up a little bit, so we'll see. Alright, first I look for a little description card, which is right here. And then we'll just kind of go down the list. And that's your description card. It just runs over your baits, what you have, tells you a little bit about them, how much they are, you know, what it's worth, things like that. First, we're just going to go from the top to the bottom. First thing is a BD popper, Boy Duckett series popper. So let's see what it is. It's pretty, not bad. Small profile. Probably one of the first things I attempt today. Let's open it up to get a better look at it. So, nice little compact profile. I'll probably work this in some grass. This little treble hook on the trailer is pretty small, but that's not bad though. Good color. It's got some red on the bottom, you know, like a bleeding profile. But we'll put him on first, see if we can't make something happen. The next thing we have is a Lunker Craw by Lunker Hunt. Oh, I'm sorry, and it says this popper here is the value of it is $6.99. So, and next thing, like I said, we got the Lunker Craw. It's from Lunker Hunt. It says its value is $5.99. It's a 5-pack. I guess this is them. Yeah, this is them right here. This is what the package looks like. Looks like it's a blue June bug color. I think maybe it could be black. I don't know. Well, that's black blue. Well, that's an interesting looking guy. Interesting. We'll throw it on. See if we can't make something happen. Do like a Texas rig and see if we can't push it up under some docks and some brush and stuff like that. Next thing we have is a fish head spin. Looks like a, you know, kind of a swim jig profile with a willow leaf on it. It says its value is $5.29, and it looks, there's one of them in it. It's a 1/4 ounce. That's that guy right there. I'll probably put a, you know, swim bait on it, and then that flash could give it a little bit extra flash. That willow leaf there, that little blade, single blade. So if we can find some schooling fish, this will probably come in handy. All right, next thing we have is, it is called a Ugly Otter. It's made by Gambler Lures. It says it's valued at $2.68, and it's a 4-pack. And this is the Ugly Otter. I like that, kind of a beaver tail style of bait. Well, that's the front. You can see a little bit better profile in the back. I'll open it up as well, see what it looks like. So yeah, you got the beaver tail style. I'm assuming, no, I didn't know if it's separated or not. But that'd be nice. So you could use that as a trailer on a jig. But I'm going to try to throw them around without a trailer. I mean, without a jig and just by itself. You know, maybe a Texas rig, something like that. Through some brush. Kind of the same principle I'm going to use these for. Maybe a Texas rig today. And toss them around some brush and some docks and maybe even some grass, things like that. The next thing we have is a Title Shot Shorty. It's made by FinTech Tackle. It's worth $4.89. and it is basically weedless. Oh, not like a shaky head, but kind of like it. But I'll probably use that on the, instead of, I may use one on Texas rig. I just got to decide which one I want to put on these. But pretty good profile. You screw the, the head of the bait into it, and or the, whichever way. Then you hook it through so it's weedless. But I use these type of hooks a lot. Not this design, but I do like that for fishing through grass and things like that, because it really comes out pretty good. But that is it. I'm gonna put these on some rods, see if we can't make some magic happen, catch some bass, hopefully some good ones. I'm gonna probably focus on a little bit shallower, maybe some grass, work some brush piles, some spotted bass, and if we see some schooling fish, we'll see if we can't catch a few schooling fish with some of that, that jig head with the blade on it. But let's get these tied on and let's get to fishing. Well, on the blue craw. Well guys, I'm calling it quits. The one and only bass came off this guy, and that's the Lunker Craw, black blue. I called it probably the first 20 minutes. As soon as I got done doing the intro, got everything tied on, boom, I had a fish right out of the bat, and I was like, it's gonna be a pretty good day, but it wasn't. I probably would have kept throwing this guy a lot more, but as soon as I caught a fish on it, I wanted to put the other tackle on and just try it out and see if I couldn't get a fish on them. The swim bait, well, I put the swim jig, the blade, got grass all over them. I need to clean them, but I put a swim bait on it, kind of a pearl color, which I saw fish following it, some nice ones, 2 pounds, 2.5 pounds. They were just coming behind it, but they were never just hammering. And I was really really jerking it, kind of bouncing it off cover, lay downs, docks, things like that, hitting rocks and stuff, but they weren't having it. I just couldn't get anything to strike it, and I didn't have an opportunity to fish any schooling fish because they weren't breaking. There was no surface activity, so I just didn't have that opportunity to do that. But I did catch a rock bass on the beaver tail, the ugly otter, by Gambler Lures, and it was actually for a rock bass, it was actually a pretty nice rock bass. But the only thing I did not like in the box was probably the popper, the BD popper. The first con is kind of light. Second con is a small profile. Third, third, the treble hooks are really small, but I don't know if that would play in factor. I didn't catch anything on it, so I don't know. I can't say for sure. But when I'm using like walking baits and stick baits and things like that, I like it to be a little bit larger profile, and that's just my personal preference. Some people probably like them, all different sizes, small, big, whatever. But I like a little bit larger profile and a little bit more weight behind it, so you can really, get it in some tight spots and have a little bit more accurate cast. I was able to put it on a bait cast today and toss it around. It's just, you had to really think about your angle and things like that before you tossed it, because it is super light and you had to work with it. But it just wasn't my cup of tea. I didn't like it, but I'm sure a lot of people are going to like it. Everything else is, I mean, I liked it. It's going to serve a purpose in the boat whenever certain scenarios, like I said, the jig head, if I see some breaking, schooling, I can toss that into it. That willow leaf really gives flash. These little gold flakes in this guy, like I said, it really has flash in it, and I liked it. It was a good bait. The otter tail, the soft plastic, the other soft plastic, I liked it. I just couldn't get anything to hit it, and the water's actually kind of dingy. I don't know. We haven't had any rain, but it's been really windy, and so I don't know if but it's not as clear as it usually is, and so that's, you know, maybe something they weren't wanting to hit it, and that's the reason they like the black blue. But I'm not sure. I didn't have much success on anything else except for this guy. But I'm probably forgetting some. If I am, I'm sorry. If you guys have any questions or anything, just let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer them. And I'm going to get out of here, go get something to eat. But if you guys like the video, hit the little like button, subscribe to the channel. But until next time, we'll see you guys.